let me say a special good morning to the listeners and the viewers, of course, GBN, and the listeners of Classic Radio, the viewers of course, GBN TV. How are you doing this morning? It's a lovely Friday morning for me, I would say. It's the 19th day of December as we count down the days before Christmas 2025. Good morning to you. Those you probably think of getting some shopping done today. You may have already, taken care of that. So probably in terms of just preparing, you're probably thinking, hey, over the weekend I will start my baking or whatever preparation you'll be making to do whatever for when D-Day come around. Even though it's a couple of days ahead of it, but there are those who like to do those early preparations. You're probably thinking, hey, this weekend I'll be putting away the house or something of the sort. Good for you. Good morning to you once again. Hey, folks, we'll have an open line this morning, which means you listeners and viewers, the option is thrown out to you to, of course, give me that call, share your views, share your concerns, of course, issues that of a level of importance to you. You want to share some solutions this morning about particular issues that are going on out there that you think, hey, I have a solution for this particular problem, it may be happening within your community or something in general that you want to speak of this morning. Feel free to do so on today's edition. I beg of you to be brief. Yes, I know sometimes you get the call and you have so much to say, but I beg of you to be brief so we can accommodate as many callers as possible. 435-2041, 435-2041. The lines are now opened, both the WhatsApp and the direct line. The option is also thrown out that if you do, or you prefer, I should say, to send a message via WhatsApp, feel free to do so. You can do that. That's also an option there for you. 435-2041, that number here on Classic Radio, K105. And it's an open line edition for today. It's Friday. Yes. And started off with a bit of some showers this morning. And the sun is out right now. Yeah, so we had a little bit of mixture in terms of the conditions out there. Let's get that my line cleared and get ready for our first caller. Caller, you are live. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
On the net yesterday, there was a report about a man that stole something from a shop. But the appalling thing, the security guard had this man on the floor. One had his hand on the man's private parts. The man was having a seizure. Other people was complaining. And the two security guards sit on that man. And to my view, they were ill-treating that man from the photos that was going around. Somebody referred to the tourists were standing there and looking. But the tourists that come from abroad, they would not see that. The man did not, no security guard is supposed to touch any citizen. They could be sued. If that man had died, the poor man probably don't have people responsible for him and to deal with it. No security guard is supposed to touch any bodies with their hands. They are not. The only person that could touch by law is the policeman, and the policeman has to be careful how we touch. But to see a man having a seizure and you fighting with him because he stole a little thing in Mr. Who shop, this is appalling. And if they had touched a tourist, they would have seen how much suing they're going to get. If I was that man, I would have settled for $1 million US. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much for expressing your concern there. 435-2041, 435-2041. Lines are open to you, folks. Let's hear from you. It's a bit concerning. And, I don't have the direct information relation to it. I didn't get in depth into finding out what took place. I did had the option of, taking a peek at the photos. And there was also a video of the incident, but I didn't get into much details in relation to it. So there's not much I could say. 435-2041, 435-2041. We're moving down to just approximately 5 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour this morning. The lines are open to you, listeners and viewers. Let's hear from you. We go back to the phone line. We do have another caller. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My concern and real concern is about Venezuela. How the demigod of the world trying to treat these people down there. Venezuela is our friend. They did a lot for us, and like we should not be behind the back. These people who live in Venezuela, they are Indians. And these people who call themselves American are the people who used to kill out the Indian in America. In time in the 16th and 17th, they used to really do them all kind of evilness. That Geronimo asked, why did the blind man come to our country? Killing our men and women, destroying our crops, burning our corn, chasing the buffalo for the Yellowstone. The Indians knew the value of these Yellowstone. In them time, America had real gold. And now, in them time, crime against humanity wasn't raining. That talk wasn't raining yet. They have it as Adolf Hitler commit genocide. But the greatest genocide come off in this world is these so-called American and them. And everybody know that. The only thing about it now, why we don't know it down here. Because every time we have something to hide, we hide it in books. If we read and we try to get facts and things, put things in place, we will see these things. I would like people to go to a library and look for a book called Bury My Heart and Wounded Me, and you're going to read. You're going to read. I wish Donald Trump and them all the best. And they're supposed to know. All of them, God will be coming in this world to judge the world, and they will be destroyed. Anyhow, I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your contribution. 4352041. That's the number here on today's edition of To The Point. Let's hear from you, your views or concerns of issues that are of importance to you. A particular issue you would like to bring to the fore, feel free to do that also on today's edition. 4352041. Good morning to those of you driving along on the Nation's Road. Good morning to you. Certainly hope you're having an awesome morning. Let me say happy belated birthday greeting to my good bro, of course, Mitchie. Yeah. Was it on Wednesday you celebrated, I think? Sort of late, but they say better late than never. All right, so happy belated, bro. Hope you enjoyed the day to the max. All right, let's go back to the phone line. Caller live. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
Doing good.
Morning to the nation and to the staff and everybody of GBN and the nation.
Thank you, and same goes out to you, sir.
Yeah, morning to everybody. Yes, and a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous 2026. Yes. Yeah, one of the things I want to say is that these drivers that is driving reckless on the roads, and every day that is getting worse and worse and worse. Like they have no regard for people's lives, they have no regard for lives. You know, they just feel they could do what they want. The thing about it is, what is the stiff penalty that is handed down for these offenders and them? You could tell me, sir. Please?
I can't tell you off the bat just like that in terms of the penalties. It varies depending on the circumstances. You know, these issues, even though the police may have stopped you, first and foremost, you may be ticketed for going beyond the speed limit, and it may vary depending on what the officers deemed as necessary to do, if it needs to go to court or whatever it may be.
Yeah, but so,
all
right.
You know,
yeah.
So it varies.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the penalty is supposed to be rigid, stiff and rigid, because the thing about it is these people take this thing as a joke, right? And we know that. I mean, all of us know it. Let's not pretend here this man. These people take this thing as a joke. They speed up. They just being absolutely reckless on the road. Is like, you know, according to the guys, some guy is like when they're driving, they feel like his feet and dog one barefoot. That isn't a boss, you know, like he's not human being. The thing about it is, okay, you there?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Right. I don't want to be too thing, right? the thing about it is, people say that, look, oh, you can't be too easy, but you can't be too stiff, you can't be too thing. But law must act as a deterrent, right, to deter people from doing things. Is there a program that on your radio station with innocent with traffic every morning? They're saying what if you text in, then who's driving? If you text in, who is driving? Yes, but what is the stiff penalty?
All right.
What is the stiff penalty that is handed? You have to be stiff and rigid with your laws. Anytime people realize that laws is okay, you just give them a ticket and they pay $100, they pay $200. Okay, that to me that isn't good enough. They just pay that and they gone. Some of them, they could afford, so they just pay it and they gone.
So you're saying that of course the penalty should be something that should deter others from wanting to do it also.
Yes, and the thing about it is, listen to me. If one do it and the others see, it's just at $200, it's just at $300, it's just at $500, whatever. Everybody just have yes, it's money. Everybody want money. But then at the end of the day, does that deter other drivers from abstaining?
All right.
No.
All right.
No. I am saying here this morning, sir, that the law is supposed to be more stiff and rigid, right?
Okay.
Good. Please.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you so much. 445-2041. I have a comment here from someone on the WhatsApp. They're saying, good morning and seasoned greetings to you and all the listeners. While I agree with the first caller that the offender should not be ill-treated, I think we should know that there could be a citizen's arrest, which allows a citizen to arrest another and hand over the person to the police officer. It's therefore dispels the belief that only police officers is allowed to touch a person or restrain a person. So that's a different angle looking at it there. We lost that caller. We do have a caller via the WhatsApp. Let's go to the WhatsApp. WhatsApp caller, you're live. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning. Good morning to you, GT, and to all your listeners. Season's greetings. I hope everybody will have a good time.
Good morning. Already, and same to you.
The spirit is there, This year has a kind of spirit that existed in the past, but this year it seems that the real Christmas spirit is back. So I wish everybody well. I hope that crime will be low and everybody will be back to face another productive new year. I want to thank all who supported me for what I raised last week Friday about the British colonial people closing the doors on our history before they came. I just want to make 2 points this morning. GT, the British people hated the French so much that go to France became a bad word, and we didn't realize that,
All right.
People used to say, people that still say that, boy, go to France, You understand?
Okay.
They put that in our minds. So, like I said, I wish that the Prime Minister will decide to open back the doors and let us explore our history before the British colonial people came, who we were then. Because, a lot of us, it is also sad that we would die and not know what the Caribbean Arawaks wrote in stone for us. To write something in stone, GT, is you don't want it to be erased.
I agree.
Nobody could read. We never made any attempt to read the hieroglyphs. Recently I heard a historian making fun of it and saying he saw little heads, so it could be children playing around. No, we must not just jump to that conclusion. We must get people who can read those that kind of thing and come back. We might be surprised, Suppose that the stones were used.
Like getting that proper interpretation of whatever's been written also.
Right. Suppose the stones were used as a library. We don't know. When somebody writes something in stone for you, it's a precious thing. So, but a lot of us, unfortunately, will die not knowing what they were trying to tell us then. All right. So that's my thing for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and have a great day yourself, and great season to come. All right. We do have another caller of our. Good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, JT.
Good morning to you.
How are you? Happy season.
Same to you. Same goes out to you.
I'm just calling of Flo's JT. Flo's just take out some of the best channels we have to watch. The news in America and overall what's going on in that place down there. And they take out the two best channels, ABC and CBS. I am begging for Flo to put back the channel for people to see. People want to watch the news and people want to see what's going on in the world. So I'm begging them, please put back my channel for me, please. Thank you, JT. Have a good day.
Thank you also. Have a good day yourself. I hope the folks are listening and they'll make the necessary adjustments. And you're not the only one I have heard complain in relation to that. Hope you get returned soon. For whatever reason or reasons, they were removed. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, your life. Good morning. Welcome.
Morning, JT. I hope Santa Claus passed by you this time, my friend.
I hope so also.
Well, listen to me. I agree with that lady because I was on another station talking about that too. Flo take off all the three best channels, and apart from that, they did not even notify us. And that we are not getting value for money. This thing is terrible. I mean, Flo, that is disrespectful to customers. You know, put back the channel. You just can't change this, take off all one time. Come on, we paying our hard-earned money. I ain't working no place, you know. So I need value for my money anyway. So Flo, just put back my channel in here. Anyway, I just want to remind people of the children's party tomorrow on behalf of Honorable Claudette Joseph at this National Stadium, which will be followed by a movie from 4 to 6 o'clock. I think they're having a Christmas tree lighting and giving out toys, and also the most honorable, beloved, most popular Andy Williams. He's going to be giving out hampers this weekend, right? So you look out for him. You know me already. I must talk about these politicians because we have to be able to be in contact with them and ask them the hard questions. So again, look out for Honorable Andy Williams this weekend, and go to Honorable Claudette party for the children at the stadium. And Flo, again, put back the channels because that is very disrespectful. They don't even notify us. And I want to congratulate Josephine Maguire just now because I agree with her. We have a French master too, you know. We were good, was occupied by France. I think maybe one thing is 100 and something years, and another one, I don't know how much years, but it's more than over 100 years. And we have a lot of French heritage here: Lansapine, Pedmota, Montjaloux, Montrouge. And when the British come, they just try to erase us. And she made a very good point when they say go to France, it's like a bad one. So I really, really support her. I congratulate her, and I really wish that we will learn more, or somebody will come and tell us more about our French heritage, because it's really deep within us. As a matter of fact, I understand that it's the French that brought the Marche Gras Carnival. Well, they talk about Carnival, but Carnival is goodbye to flesh. That's the meaning of it. But the Marche Gras, they that brought that festival to the Caribbean, and then people from Grenada traveled to Trinidad and brought it over to Trinidad. It was the French that brought these things in these islands, you know, Grenada, I think St. Vincent and St. Lucia, because we were prominently occupied by French. So we have a lot of French, the Marche Gras, Cambolais, you know, the name in Grenville, what I call it again, the old Grenville town, I can't remember what they used to call it, We have a lot of French heritage that we need to know. The British take it away from us, so I agree with Josephine, and I want to compliment you, and somebody along the line must reinstate or tell us again about what happened, because when the British come, they just dash out everything, impose religion on us, Christianity and all these things, you know. So thank you, bye-bye.
Thank you also. Folks, we due for a break. Let's take the break. When we come back, we continue with, of course, today's edition of To The Point. After the break, don't touch it out. Stay with us here on Classic Radio.
Megaforce Promotions, in proud collaboration with Ariza Credit Union and GBN, presents Grenada's biggest Harvest Flea Market at Monroe's Plainfield, Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st December, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Shop unbeatable deals on bed and curtain sets, appliances, household items, electrical and plumbing supplies, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing and shoes, perfumes and colognes, wines and drinks, and just about everything else. Plus a kids area, live entertainment, food and drink stalls. Want to be a vendor? Call 440-4646 to book your spot before they're all gone. Admission $5. 2 full days of deals and more deals. Shopping, fun, and savings. Monroe's Plainfield Flea Market. Don't miss it.
This December, the vibes will rise higher. Sunshine Promotions presents A December to Remember. On Saturday, December 20th, the National Cricket Stadium comes alive with pure reggae energy, live bands, and world-class acts. Direct from Jamaica, Anthony B. Tanya Stevens.
It is a pity you already have one.
And Junior Kelly. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. Get your early bird general admission tickets now for $100. Advanced general $120. Or limited front of stage access early bird for $250. Advanced front of stage access $300. Tickets available now from gotofed.com and usual Sunshine Promotion ticket outlets. All tickets grant admission only. Look out for a performance from our very own Akeem with his band and Valine. Food and drinks on sale all night long. Your ticket gets you in. The vibe keeps you there. A December to remember. One love, one vibe, one December to remember. Follow Sunshine Promotions on social media for more updates.
This holiday season, let the Monica Benoit Wonderland of Lights lead the way to Christmas at the Point. Starting November 30th, the Quarantine Point Recreational Park transforms into a glowing wonderland with dazzling light displays that are the true showstoppers of the season. Take a magical tuk-tuk tunnel ride through twinkling arches. Explore Santa's grotto, cozy up with a picnic blanket under the stars, and savor delicious eats from local vendors. Entry is just $5 for walk-ins, $10 per carload, and $20 for premium carload parking. Plus, grab a cozy picnic blanket for only $40 and enjoy the season in style. Special pricing applies for New Year's Eve. Visit our Instagram or Facebook pages at Rotary Club of Grenada Events for more details. It's holiday fun for the entire family every night from 5 p.m. till midnight, and it all supports the charitable work of the Rotary Club of Grenada. Christmas at the Point. When the sun sets, the wonder begins. Mark your calendars. It all begins November 30th.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, once again to The Point. We have an opened line edition on today's program. Of course, your calls are welcome to express your views and concerns. We do have our first caller via the WhatsApp. WhatsApp caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I have a little solution to the transportation system. I couldn't get you the last time, so I'm happy I have this open line. So I have a solution to the problem with the transportation system when a lot of people bring in a lot of vehicles. What we need, I think we need to have a primitive culture where we don't have a 24/7 bus transportation. Because when people on holidays, they have to stay home until bus start to run again. So that is why we have vehicles coming in that people can enjoy themselves on the holidays. So we need to get out of this culture and have a 24/7 transportation system. People can go on a holiday time too.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your contribution this morning. We do have another caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, sir. You know, often I try to see how well I could give people experience in what they say. In other words, some people have a tendency to say that they're making a good point, or they're making a point. A point is an established fact. 2 and 2 is 4. Nevertheless, this thing just bothers me because somebody told me 2 and 2, or told us a few weeks back on your station that 2 and 2 is 22. But as I do know, and people like you and others like you know that 2 and is always plus. So the man and the woman, and mean a woman plus a man. So that's the plus. So if you want to say, go to transfer it to 2 people, not 2 peoples. So people are trying to correct people, and they have no insight, or they have no knowledge, or they have vague knowledge of what they want to correct. That is my contribution. It's time that people put certain things in their head and analyze it before they make statements. I don't usually say and as you know, because if you know it already, I'm wasting your time by telling you it. So I would only guess you don't know. That's why I would say certain things. Thank you very much.
Thank you also, sir. Have a good morning. We do, of course, have someone making a contribution via the WhatsApp, and they're saying, good morning. One of the main reasons Grenada is not fluent in patois. English took over the Windward Islands from French. Grenada became the capital of the Windward Island, so the English didn't want French speaking in Grenada. That's another opinion someone is expressing there. We do have another caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah. I'm married Avon. I wish her all the best, because what she do though, she erased history. Now, people will say, oh, Carnival is my history. Carnival is our history. Carnival was brought to here by us, by the French, in order to get rid of the English. When they bring the Carnival to us, what we're doing, it will aggravate the English. You know how much people that get themselves hang for Carnival and was destroyed for Carnival? That is our history. In the time of the French and the English do things that we could disturb the French, and the French will destroy us. The French give us things to do that it would destroy the English. Because when we do what the French tell us to do, and there's no in the French will give us, well, that will aggravate them.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. 435-2041, 435. We're moving down to 30 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour, which we have the final 30-minute segment of today's edition of To The Point. We do have another caller. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're live. Good morning and welcome.
Hey, good morning, GT. How you doing, man?
Doing great. What about you, sir?
Wonderful, man. Giving thanks and praise all the time. But I'll tell you something, GT, you know, we've been successfully being brainwashed, eh? Mm-hmm. Because the Roman Empire, right, they had 14 emperors, 12 of them self-destruct. The Roman Empire was the most powerful empire, one of the most powerful empires in the world. Now, after the Roman Empire was disintegrated, the British Empire came into rule. And these philosophers, Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, these are the guys who basically disintegrated the black race, for want of a better word. They totally was against the black race. They saw black people as nothing. Now, when that happened, so you have now the British Empire ruled basically certain part of the Caribbean and even India, because of course you heard of Mahatma Gandhi and his exploits. What happened is that we also been brainwashed with a lot of religious exercise and from the societal point of view. So we were told to shut up, you cannot talk, you're too black, you're not intelligent enough. And all those kind of a thing. Now, what I'm saying is, that's the reason why I'm happy with this present administration, because they're trying to link back to Africa and they're trying to get that thing going, because, you know, even the Prime Minister himself was trying to link the history to know the bloodline and what's been happening with our forefathers. And so, you know, the Middle Passage was so dramatic and so hurtful, but oftentimes, even in the religious sphere, and from our educational point of view, our folklores and stuff like that, and certain things that we practice, perspective. Even from a calypso point of view, you will even hear folks that even on the radio that we're supposed to listen, they will say, I don't do this calypso thing. So even they themselves don't even understand what they're saying. You understand? Because you cannot be a radio personality, right? Calypso, which was born right from the exploits or the wicked things that the guys who enslaved us did to us as a part of rebelling, then you will tell us now Calypso is wrong. And the same people on air will come back and tell you this Calypso thing, we ain't playing it. So we ourselves, because we lack thereof of studying history, we don't even understand the things that we do and we say are even affecting us. Anyhow, GT, I could talk for hours on this thing, but I just want to wish you all the best, and I just hope you see my point of view. And I see you laughing there, right? Because you know what I'm saying is true. Because we have to support our own GT. You know, I'm not telling people go over there and sing derogatory songs, but I'm saying once it's positivity and it could uplift Grenada, then do it. And if the government or the different non-governmental organizations doing things to propel Grenada forward, let's just follow it and be good as a nation. GT, have yourself a Merry Christmas.
You too, so all the best, man. Same goes go to you and the family, man. All the best.
Yeah, man.
All right. We do have another caller via WhatsApp. What's up, caller? Good morning. You're welcome. Let's hear from you.
Good morning, GD. Good morning to your listeners. Happy holidays. Every day should be Christmas Day for everyone.
All right.
GT, I don't think the people who are alive today were enslaved during the period 1938 and before. However, did slavery really end? I think we are still, many of us, we are still enslaved in our minds because we don't see the reality right in our community, in our neck of the woods. What am I talking about? Our life should be based on the practicality of our environment. So we are surrounded by water, our eating habits, our work, our education should be geared towards that. Let us remember the history, the British, the French, the Spanish, the so-called Cold War. But we need to be practical with what we do on a daily basis. We came, we met things, we met trees, coconut trees, we using it. We met mangoes, we sucking it. We need to realize that we will have kids and we need to make some preparation for them. So we have to plant, we have to be practical. Now, on another topic, we have a shortage of skilled workers in Grenada. It does not take 5 years or 3 years to get workers skilled to a point where they can effectively operate. The government needs to put a crash program in place where people who have an idea already, who might be interested, you can give them critical technical training within a period of 3 to 6 months. And they don't have to come inside of a classroom in St. Patrick's or Thames. They could be in Sautez, they could be in St. David, they could be in Grand Roy, and they could sit in a room. You have access to technology. A lecturer can be in Trinidad and lecture into those persons, and they can understand, and they can even perform the practical things with a little supervision right in Grenada. So bringing people up to the point where we can get them to be effective citizens with skills. It doesn't take 6 months and 6 years to do that. It can be done in a very short time. And finally, it is time that people who have interests in certain aspects of the economy don't just take the word of people by saying, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to give you that. Because at the end of the day, there must be practical steps. The fishermen of Waltham need their jetty. They need to improve their landing facilities. We cannot just keep talking. Yes, it's going to be done and a plan is in place. You need to have practical things like consultation with the people who matters, the fishermen. You need to have money put aside so that you can have an environmental impact study and whatever other technical studies. Until then, you can't say you're doing anything. if that is already done, you have to put money aside to do certain testing, the depth of the water and so forth. So have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate your contribution. Folks, we're due for a break. Let's take it. When we come back from the break this morning, we continue with, of course, the calling segment. Stay with us. Don't touch your dial.
Megaforce Promotions, in proud collaboration with Ariza Credit Union and GBN, presents Grenada's biggest flea market at Monroe's Plainfield, Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st December, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Shop unbeatable deals on bed and curtain sets, appliances, household items, electrical and plumbing supplies, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing and shoes, perfumes and colognes, wines and drinks, and just about everything else. Plus a kids area, live entertainment, food and drink stalls. Want to be a vendor? Call 440-4646 to book your spot before they're all gone. Admission $5. 2 full days of deals and more deals. Shopping, fun and savings. Monroe's Plainfield Flea Market. Don't miss it.
This Christmas, GBN is lighting up Grenada. From November the 10th to December the 24th, your festive season starts right here with GBN's Christmas Catalog 2025. Start your mornings with mid-morning magic. Weekdays 10 to 12, live fun, giveaways, and Christmas cheer every day. On Friday, December the 5th, the school's Christmas challenge lights up the Trade Center. 15 schools, 1 trophy, and the voices filled with holiday joy. Then on Saturday, December the 20th, it's Christmas in Kamahan. Live music, food, shopping, toy giveaway, and the grand tree lighting ceremony. And on Monday, December the 22nd, join GBN's Caroling in the City, spreading Christmas cheer all through St. George's. Every Sunday from 5 to 7, enjoy Yuletide Sundays with classic Christmas tunes and prices galore. And from December the 1st, K105's Lights of Christmas. Guess that hidden cash on the win. So whether you're singing, shopping, or celebrating, do it with GBN. Connecting with you this Christmas. Our partners making it possible: Flow, Ace Hardware, Foodland Supermarket, Grenada Duty Free, Answer Coating, Banfields, and Koyawa Beach Resort. GBN's Christmas Catalog, connecting you this season.
This December, the vibes will rise higher. Sunshine Promotions presents A December to Remember. On Saturday, December 20th, the National Cricket Stadium comes alive with pure reggae energy, live bands, and world-class acts. Direct from Jamaica, Anthony B. Tanya Stevens.
It is a pity you already have one.
And Junior Kelly. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. Get your early bird general admission tickets now for $100. Advanced general $120. Or limited front of stage access early bird for $250. Advanced front of stage access $300. Tickets available now from gotofed.com and usual Sunshine Promotion ticket outlets. All tickets grant admission only. Look out for a performance from our very own Akib with his band and Valine. Food and drinks on sale all night long. Your ticket gets you in. The vibe keeps you there. A December to remember. One love, one vibe, one December to remember. Follow Sunshine Promotions on social media for more updates.
Welcome back to the listeners and viewers of Classic Radio and GBN TV. Hope all is well with everyone on the outdoors this morning, and you feeling up and about and ready to face whatever challenges that are ahead of you for the rest of the day today. We do have a caller. Let's go back to the phone line on our open line edition. Caller, you're live. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
I have a tendency to believe, or I believe, that contracts are being given out by government, by private enterprise, to people to do it within a certain time. But I'm also concerned. Let's say if you give somebody a contract and they tell you that they would finish the job in 6 months or whatever it is, or 2 months. My concern is, once you do the job within a certain time, even if you do the job before the time, and you did the job well, undeniably well, you did a good you give a good account of yourself for the job, then the person who has given you the job is satisfied. Then it doesn't matter if you finish the job before the time is up. What the person wants is good, is a good job. In certain jobs in Grenada, as for example, the one down at Granans, that's the water business. I asked myself, why is it that we must take so long to complete they would say a little small job, taking a year and hard to finish? It is because we want to satisfy, the contractors want to satisfy, or some of the contractors want to satisfy the person who give them the job, that they take the time and the money that they paid them is just the right sum. We can do jobs once we do it well, before the time is up. It depends on the guarantee at the top. So we're wasting time in Grenada. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day yourself, and appreciate your contribution this morning. 435-204-1435. We do have approximately just around 20 minutes or so left on today's edition of To The Point. It's an open line edition for today, folks, which means your listening viewers, the option is out there for you to call in, express your views and your concerns of issues that may be of concern to you. There's a particular concern you have that you may want to bring to the fore. Feel free to do it on today's edition. We go back to the phone line. You're welcome. Good morning to you, caller.
Hi, good morning to you, GT, and your followers and the GBN family. I want to wish everyone a blessed and pleasant and safe holiday season.
And the same goes out to you, sir.
I don't wish Merry Christmas because I don't make merriment. And we know, of course, it's pagan. It's not really the birth of Christ. But at least this season is a good season. The spirit of the season is very good. And I think we can all benefit from the season. But we have to, you hear people sometimes speaking about Christmas in the past. It's not going to be as it was before. When I was growing up at GT, we had an agrarian society, it was agriculture. Basically, everything came from the lands. Even what happened in the town was because of what happened in the country. The car dealerships were in the country, GT, you know that? Glen's Garage and McIntyre's, this began in Guelph, Glen's began in Sates. All the car dealerships, but the people with money were the people who had lands. There's no point selling cars in the town, but the people with the money were living in the country. So it was a different society. And Christmas was big, mainly because of the agriculture and the bonuses people got for the nutmegs and so around that time. So you can repair your house, you can cover your floor, you can buy new things. We don't have so many devices as we have now, or gadgets. But it was because of that, it was a cycle, an economic cycle. We don't have that cycle anymore. Right? And our society has changed. We don't have to wait for Christmas to eat corned beef or to get a soft drink. People are basically eating the same things year round. So trying to say that, it used to be that, and no. To most people, the Christmas meal or whatever it is, the niceties are had all year round. So we have to face that reality. Now I heard a politician speaking the last time about the Indian stores. They say they're not getting patronage because people don't have money to spend. He has to get real. Any business person today in 2025 who is expecting to get the kind of patronage he got 15 years ago will soon be out of business. Let me tell you why. Even the poorest person is shopping online. The MGT, the things that the Indian stores are selling, people are not buying them in stores anymore. So he has to check himself. That business person has to check themselves. Look at what people are buying, how they are buying them, and try to provide them with those goods. And services. Don't sit there and say people are coming to my store and make use of that as to say that because they don't have money. 20 years ago, I used to do a lot of market research, and one of the things I sold a lot was what they call a media survey. I don't think you're in the media yet. GBN is to buy it. Many firms is to buy the media survey. Nobody buying a media survey today. Why? There is social media. People can check where they're getting their, they have their Facebook page and they can see, and their Instagram, they can see where they're getting their customers from and everything like that. They don't buy a media survey. So could I go and say that, oh, the businesses are not doing well because they're not buying the survey anymore? No. We have to look for different ways of doing things. So any politician who sat there and said, oh, the main measurement for the state of the economy and economic activity is looking at the little stores in Tongue and in Grenville. Nobody buys that way anymore. So these people have to get real. And trying to use that as a proxy for the state of the economy, to me, is really being backward. It doesn't make any sense at all. But have yourself a wonderful holiday season. I hope that it will be safe, it will be peaceful, and we can start the new year in a very, very positive way.
And best wishes goes out to you also. Have a good one, sir.
Thank you very much.
We do have another caller via WhatsApp. WhatsApp caller, good morning, you're live.
Good morning, Mr. Telesford and your listeners.
Good morning.
Yes, I just want to advise Prime Minister Deacon that I don't think he should go about beating up himself, seeking reparation from certain peoples. Yes, a lot was done to us, and we know that they owe us a lot of things. A lot of the pleasures they are enjoying is because from our foreparents' labor, but it is not in the heart of man to give us justice, sir. I always say Grenada is not a Christian country, but we have a lot of Christian denominations. And if we read the Bible and we find out what is written, the promises God made to us, we wouldn't bother with this thing. A lot of these people, elitists, have been trying to wipe us out from the face of the earth. You think they will give us reparation? They know the black people have a tendency to survive. They have that survival skill. They have that tendency to make a lot of babies. So we're going to outnumber them and oppress them on the face of the earth. It wouldn't happen. But the Bible says, what the Bible says, Mr. Telesford? It is written in the book of Isaiah. I can't remember the exact chapter and verse, but it is written. The children, the descendants of the oppressed, will nurse the breasts of the descendants of the oppressors. I'm leaving you with this, that there is hope. But what we have to do, turn to the Creator, turn to God, who will give us everything in the end. He will give us back everything the locust and the cankerworm has taken from us. Thank you, Mr. Telesford, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, also. Have yourself a great day. What's left? Have a good one. We do have another caller. We lost that caller there, 435-2041. The lines are opened to you listeners and viewers out there. We have approximately 10 minutes left on today's edition of To The Point. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you are live. Good morning.
Good morning, Jay. How you doing, brother?
Doing great. What about you this morning, man?
I'm fine, brother.
All right.
We go along like if nothing is happening, and I understand that some of us are not really benefiting or even in the industry, so we don't really care. So I'm talking about the fisher folks of this country. We'll be hit with a ban in a couple of weeks. They'll be out of a living. And we don't see that as a serious thing. Talking about everything else, just not that. Our fisher folks will be out of a job in a couple of days. The family would go hungry in a couple of days. The bank would take back their boat in a couple of days. And there will be fellas that in the industry will go around and start to steal stuff because they can't provide for the family. Even in the soursop industry, the people that invest, in planting soursop, acres soursop. People have a 2-3 behind the house. When it gets passed and they buy from them, they can pay the bill and stuff like that. They'll be out of business. This two industry that from the rural areas would affect those people seriously. And it seems like we're not talking about that. We're talking about everything else, not about that. This country will be hit with like a storm in the coming days. We're not talking about that. Have a nice day, brother.
Thank you also. Have a good one and all the best for the rest of the day. We do have another caller, WhatsApp caller. You're live. Good morning and welcome.
Hey, GT. Good morning, GT.
How are you doing this morning, bro? How are you doing this morning, man?
It's rainy up here, man. Just relaxing.
All right.
Relaxing today, too.
All right.
Just relaxing. All right. Okay, GT, I just want to talk about a ton of events that I realized yesterday. I don't know if you heard about it. That the Ralph Gonzalez Party, the Labour Party, from who is appealing basically the election is in Vincent. They say that Mr. Godwin Friday and Fitz Bramble are Canadian citizens, so they went and filed an appeal towards the election. So basically what we might see based on the response of the court, the appeal court, that St. Vincent could end up having a by-election, and then the Prime Minister, Godwin Friday, will not be Prime Minister again. You know what I mean? So let us
I guess you're just preempting that, but it's, it hasn't happened yet. So there's still a process that has to go through.
But basically, that I was getting that the report that the appeal was filed yesterday. Basically,
okay.
That the appeal was filed. The report from there. And then another thing I want to talk about again in the news. I don't know if you heard that Antigua and Dominica have a travel ban to the U.S. I don't know if you heard about it also.
Yes, I've heard about it. Yes.
Yeah, and then one of the reasons that I heard from Dominica, I didn't hear it from Antigua, that is because of the rejection of the radar that is implanted right now in Tobago. So far we don't know what was the answer for Grenada, but we didn't hear nothing about Grenada, So let us keep our minds open that Grenada don't have to go through that same process, And
we're hoping for the best.
We're hoping and praying for the best. Yeah. Also, I just want to reach Mr. Bonner. A while ago, I heard him on the program. I want to reach he and the family all the best for the season, because Mr. Bonner always make great contribution. And GT, once again, you and your family, I want to wish you all the best for the Christmas season. Also, the folks in Grenada, those online, all those who contribute also too. Yeah, but, and also my friend Colin talk about nutmeg, and he talk about the sauce banding and also thing. I'll reach Colin a Merry Christmas. And Colin, buy a ham and boil too, Colin. Have a great weekend.
All right, man. Have a good one yourself. And same goes out to you and your family. Enjoy the holidays to come. All right?
All the best, my friend.
All right, man. Thank you. Caller Live, good morning. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Mr. Telesford. Greetings. How are you?
Doing great.
As we say, how the Christmas shaping up?
I would say on my end, it's taking shape. It's not shaping up, it's taking shape.
It be like that forever. Listen, Mr. Telesford, thanks for giving opportunity. Always say one ball the last ball. This one will be the last one for the year anyway.
All right.
And so I want to move away from our local situation. We're having a very rowdy line here. Is it molesting you, Mr. Telesford?
Go right ahead. It's tolerable.
The line is crackling. Anyway, I want to move to make a couple of comments on the Venezuela situation, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, whose bosom is onto the Caribbean Sea, creating a space within the Caribbean itself. It's the frontal part, the Caribbean itself. We have seen in recent times, I want to go straight to the point, only today is what, Friday, then Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, we heard from the President of the United States, and I want to stress on this, the United States, because in their constitution, that's the name of their country. The United States is a country. America is not a country. America is a continent, and they do not own the continent. I want to stress on that because my glossary is very precise and concise. They are not Americans, no. They use stations or United States citizens. They're not Americans. Having said that, we heard the President of the United States say to the effect, we want our oil and our land back, which they have stolen from us. Then they have to give us back soon. Did you hear these words from that bigot, Mr. Telesford?
I certainly did.
It was public. Now just imagine that. Check it out, Mr. Telesford. This had to be a crazy person. I don't know when in the history we all did a bit of universalism attention to these words. They couldn't say it clearer. They could never ever say it clearer. Their aim is to overthrow the current government of Venezuela and to take what they consider is theirs, the natural resources of Venezuela. They said it, we heard it from them all. So I'm coming to the point, brothers and sisters, Grenadians. In this issue, what is happening, taking place in the Caribbean Sea, in our Caribbean, destabilizing the region, you have to take a side. Grenadians have to take a side. It is the United States abusing international laws, abusing their own laws to invade another country or to create military conditions in other countries to destabilize that country. Is this the country, the world, the Caribbean that we wish to live in? I say no. And I suggest to you that you think equally. Because yesterday was ours. They aiming for Venezuela, but Venezuela has natural resources. We didn't have, that is why they didn't stay. Until they believe that Grenada belongs to them and the whole Caribbean, but that's not so. Venezuela is a politically independent and sovereign nation state, and its sovereignty has to be respected. But they know very well that if they enter Venezuela with military release, they won't get sting in one place or the other. But the point is this, Mr. Telesford, I advise Grenadians, in your analysis over this issue, understand what gives the United States President, the authority to claim another sovereign territory's natural wealth. What? They don't have it. Pick your side. On this, you have to pick your side. And we have to pay attention otherwise. In recent times, I heard some reports of near misses in the air. I think one is a Delta aircraft and a military aircraft that had a very close encounter. It tells you, therefore, that these people are destabilizing the Caribbean, even at the level of civil aviation. I want to hear the leaderships of these countries come out and talk about this. It is just about time. We cannot continue to kowtow to the Yankees, haul the balls, suck the socks, no lick the asses. We have to talk about it because we are equal in this country according to the United Nations Convention. Laws. So let's get it straight. Pick a side. Long live the Venezuelan people. Full solidarity with Venezuela and the the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Mr. Telesford, we leave it all for today, and we'll see you next year again. All right.
All right. Thank you. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your holidays to come, sir. All the best.
Right, you are.
We do have another caller via WhatsApp. WhatsApp caller. Good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, GT, and how are you doing today?
Doing good, sir. Doing good. What about you?
I'm doing great, sir. Not the voice doesn't seem to be like as it should be, but at least I'm doing good.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I do want to extend Christmas greetings to our season's greetings to the people of Grenada and to GBN and to the staff and to yourself and to your family and to everyone. Happy holidays and all the very best, safe and prosperity. Now, I did hear what someone mentioned about the situation in regards to the fish and to the other products that the people of Grenada may go poor, and because they are unable to sell to the U.S. Now, I want the people of Grenada to know that the fish that comes from Grenada, that is sold wherever it is, abroad and whatever, is a good product. And good products fetch their markets because of their product. And they have no need to fear for it. Whether one island or one country decides that they do not want a product, it doesn't mean that your product, because it's a good product, would go to waste. And soursop is something that is needed all over the world. We know that the medicinal properties of soursop, which means that it is known to have properties that fights cancer. And maybe if one nation decided it doesn't want our soursop anymore, it may place us in a position where we can develop it and enhance it and thereby get more value out of it. So there is no need to coattail and to bow our heads down because of one person or one entity doesn't want our products. If it's a good product, it will sell, and it will sell at premium property once we intend to develop it and make it better. So we can only look up towards the future of 2026 and put our wills and our hearts and our hands together to the wheel to make whatever the state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, which is the state of Grenada, a better place. If we all put our hands and our hearts, we can develop it and make it the best little island ever, wherever it is. Thank you very much, GT. Have yourself a great and a wonderful day. And as we would always say, it's always forward ever, backward never. Thank you, sir.
Same goes out to you, sir. Have a good one. Hey, folks, that's where we're going to take a wrap for today's edition of To The Point. We have come to that time of the morning where we have to take a wrap for today's edition. I want to thank all who contributed towards today's program. You called in, you expressed your views, your concern. Have yourself a wonderful day. What's left of it's Friday, which means it's our final edition for this week. Folks, we continue again with another edition of To The Point. That'll be next week, Monday. Thank you once again. Have a good one, folks. Stay locked on to the network. Don't forget the mid-morning magic comes up at 10:30 this morning. Stick around, folks. Lots will be happening for today's edition. That's what we say goodbye.